Well, hi there, everyone. I'm Julie Gordon White, and this is the Meno Lounge. I'm so glad to be with you as always. It's Tuesday. We're handling the holidays. I mean, wow. Thanks for all of you who are following along with me because I'm actually doing it for you, but I'm doing it for me. And we've had some fun in 4 days. I actually posted yesterday. It was day 5, but it's really day 4. That just tells you how scrambled my brain was yesterday and over the weekend. We got a lot of things going on. Very exciting, but woohoo. I'm so glad we're talking today to Dr. Alex Rosa because we're talking about hydration. And that's one thing that we are missing talking about on Handle the Holidays. You know, we've got the 3 things, but maybe we need this as a 4th. We'll talk to Dr. Alex about this because maybe my brain would be a little less foggy if hey there, Indemnity Benefits. I love that name. Is that your business? I love that. Okay. And so what was I saying? If I had some more hydration, handle the holidays, it might make it a little bit easier. So let's see, Dr. Alex, are you hanging out there? Let me see if you're here. Not yet. I'm going to see if I can pull her up. So are you following along with Handle the Holidays? If not, check our Reels page or video page and you can see the videos that I posted so far. Hi there. Love that you guys are hopping on today. And so it's been tricky. You know, the first few days of December, I'm like, okay, holidays, super manageable, but I can notice my own sort of holiday, have more sweets. I ate some oatmeal cookies, like way more than I should. No judgment zone to myself, but I'm sharing this. So, you know, that's why I made these bars in the first place, to handle it. But I notice I have to think about, get my bar in ahead of time to avoid all the sweets that are all over the place. Even the macaroni and cheese. Did anybody make macaroni and cheese for Thanksgiving and then make more afterward? I tried a crock pot recipe. I should never have done that. It's just too easy to get in trouble. Uh-oh. All right, Dr. Alex, I see you're somewhere around here, but it says you're having a hard time hopping on. So let's see if we can keep trying. Instagram can be fun that way. That's all right. We've got this. We are resilient. We are midlife women. Also, sometimes if you have to upgrade or update your app, that's helpful too. So how is it going for you all? Those of you who are here, if you want to post in the comments, are you handling the holidays? Is the sugar craze getting you down? Are you going to Starbucks and noticing that the cups are those cute little red cups now? That's why I don't go there, because that like signals to my brain that peppermint brick thing that they have. And so I just skip it. So I'm sticking to my coffee. In fact, we're talking about hydration when Dr. Alex hops on, and I'm a two-fister. I love my coffee. I'm a weird person. I don't mind when it gets cold later on the day and I start hot. Look at that mug with my daughter on it. That's so cute. But then I always try to keep my big water here so I can suck that down. Oh, and then I have my Essentia water, which I want to ask Dr. Alex, is it really overachieving HTO like it says? But I just like the bottle anyway. So that I pour it in here. This signals to me, to myself, drink your dang water, Julie. Drink your dang water. I put it in here because of the straw. Does anyone drink their water with a straw? Because I find that I can consume much more water when I drink through a straw. That's kind of gross, has my lipstick on it. Than if I'm just like taking a little girly sip, 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 sip. That takes too long to get through this whole thing. So here I can slurp it up and all the good things. Alex, Dr. Alex, I see you're having troubles here. Are you here? Let me know. And we can start again, or I can just hang out and keep talking. Oh my gosh. All right. Let's see, who do we have here? We have Aerobin. Did I say that right? We have Food, Family, and Travel. Marguerite, Joyful. Oh, I love that. That's such a great handle. So many good things. I saw when I popped on today that there were over 500 of all of our followers here on Instagram. Isn't it amazing how, you know, we can all be on this great platform? I've met some of the most incredible women in the menopause space here. Pretty much I've met everyone that I am connected to related to menopause on Instagram. I had no idea. I was barely even on Instagram. Oh, there she is. Okay. Barely even on Instagram when I started MenoWell. All right. Dr. Alex, let me see if I can bring you up now. I see you're here. Fingers crossed. Maybe make a comment. Are you there?
Oh,
Okay. That's a nice
oh,
chair.
I did that last time, I think.
I'm so glad you made it. I know you never know, like today is a day where is Instagram cooperating? Is my phone cooperating? All the things. So
Oh, you know, and I felt so bad. I had sent a message because I'm in the hospital today and I was trying to wrap it up with patients really quickly. I was like, I gotta go. I got this thing.
you're like, sorry, you're not feeling well, but I gotta go now
I
and be
know.
on
I was like,
Instagram.
you take over. I gotta go do this. Yeah, I was like, I can't not show up. So,
Oh my gosh. Are you doing okay? Because patients first, right? No
oh,
problem.
we're good. No, we're good. Everything's taken care of and we're good.
We don't want to have somebody, Stream Tornado says hello, and Karen and the midlife was, okay, great. So let's jump in because I know you're crazy with time today. There's a lot of things. Isn't it funny though, in the holidays, people tend to need more care. I found that. Are you noticing that too during the cold months, or I'm not sure what
Yeah,
is it?
well, that, and like there's extra things now to do that we usually don't have to do during the rest of the year, it seems like. So that just adds on to it. Yeah.
Piling it on. Well, Dr. Alex Rosa, thank you for being here. One of my favorite functional doctors focusing on high achieving women over 40. Woo, woo, woo. Through telemedicine, which talk about meeting women where they are. I love that so much. So thank you for all you do.
Oh, you're welcome. I know. Just like look at us right now. Like we're making it happen.
We're just doing it. I'm like, I am staying on this channel and I know she's going to get here somehow, some way.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
beautiful. So today we're talking about hydration. So I've already was talking about how I'm sort of a two-fister because I like my coffee and I don't care if it gets cold, but that's not really hydration. And so I always have this huge water thing and I pour this thing into this thing and then the straw makes the magic happen. But let's talk from a more scientific approach to hydration. Tell us why hydration is so important in midlife, especially for midlife women.
Yeah, so you're drinking your water, which is great. And so that's like the bare minimum, right? And so this is why I always like to tell women, like, we got to spice it up. We got to do a little bit extra and kick our hydration up a notch. So what I'm going to be talking about more is IV hydration, so intravenous
Super
hydration. Yes.
hydration, right?
Yeah, we're
Not
not
just
just
the
talking about
basic.
drinking.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're going to talk a little bit more about what it is, how it's way more beneficial, right? It's more of an elevated way to care for yourself and to really care for your wellness. So we're going to talk about that, and then I'm going to share with you. So if anybody's watching this or watching the replay, get a notebook, get a piece of paper, because I'm going to be dropping some like exact things that you should be looking for in your IV hydration and what you can ask for when you go to get it, because I'm going to show you exactly how to do it.
I
So,
love that. Okay, so I'm just like going to take the virtual mic and hand it over to you because you got it all dialed in for today. I love it because, you know, IV hydration. I'm like, is that something you should do? Are you just going to pee it all out? You know, like what is the benefit? And do you have to be in Beverly Hills to do it? That's really what I want.
no, girl. The amazing thing about it, so like I'm here in Ohio, in Northeast Ohio, specifically the Cleveland area. So I'm actually getting ready to start my own IV hydration mobile service in my local area. And the amazing thing is that there's so many places right now that are starting to do this everywhere. Like it's very accessible. So anybody watching this can simply go to Google and type in IV hydration near me. And if you do that, places are going to start to pop up for you. And so you can go and start to research a little bit more about them. And if you have any questions about like what to look for in an IV hydration place, feel free to message me and I'll give you some things to look out for. I won't go into it in today's show, but you know, let me know and I'll let you know some things to look out for when you're doing that. But They're all over. Some of them even come to your home to give you hydration in your home. That's what I'm going to do. Mine's is a more of a mobile concierge. So I go to your home, your hotel, wherever you might be staying at. I've gone to concerts and stadiums and stuff to give IV hydration to, to musicians, and it's amazing. It's really incredible. But this is accessible to anybody. It's not like super way out of the price range for people. It's very accessible.
I love it. So it's something that we can incorporate into our self-care process. So tell us about, give us the background, IV hydration, high kidney trails. What is it and why do we even need to do it in the first place?
Yeah, so IV hydration is intravenous hydration. So it is like when you go to the hospital, this is typically what people think of. You go to the hospital, they start an IV and they hang up that bag of fluid, and it's usually normal saline or something else that is getting infused into your body. So it absolutely works, because we wouldn't do it to you in the hospital if it didn't work. So there's many benefits for it. But I think people associate it with being sick or being ill. And actually, there's a way that we can do it where it's in more of supporting your wellness. It's being proactive and looking at it as maintenance and prevention is what we can do, because we'll mix it. We infuse the fluid. So usually it's normal saline, but we'll infuse it with vitamins, minerals, electrolytes, and we'll infuse those into your body. And the great thing about that is that it's available instantly into your bloodstream. And so you feel the effects immediately. And so there's all types of little special combinations, and I'm going to get into some of those today, of what you can do if you're dealing with specific issues. So like today, I'm going to talk about some specific health issues that women over 40 are facing when it comes to our health and our hormones and all of that. I'm going to specifically, and women's health, I'm going to talk specifically about those today. But, if there's some gentlemen watching or gentlemen in your life, these same things can apply to them too. So I always like to say, bring your partner, grab somebody, and go down and get some IV hydration together. But I'll talk about that more. But even more so, the immediate availability of it into your body, it's that, and especially as we get older, people have surgeries over their lifetimes. And so when I'm doing an assessment on somebody, I always like to ask, do you have all your pieces and parts? Meaning, do you have your gallbladder? Do you have your kidneys? Do you have pancreas? Like, have you had things taken out of your body? Any type of digestive surgeries, right? Anything on your stomach or your intestines? Because any type of disruption in your digestive system is going to really change how your body digests, metabolizes, absorbs any of the food that you eat. And one step further, it's any of the medications that you take or the supplements that you're taking. So oftentimes we load up on supplements, we load up on all types of things, and we're just wondering why we're not getting the results that we think we should be seeing from all this money that we're spending on supplements. And it's because you have some type of surgery. Or I have a lot of women who have diverticulosis, diverticulitis, have an ostomy, right? A colostomy bag, a little pouch hanging off from some type of surgery on their abdominal area. There's all kinds of things that cause disruption down there. Or ulcerative colitis is another one. So anything like that's really going to change how your body absorbs food, supplements, medications, and it's important to know that. And then how can we support your wellness by doing this IV hydration? How can we fill in those gaps with IV hydration? So that's my other big reason why I love it so much.
Because sometimes taking oral supplements are not going to be as impactful if you've lost some of your parts or given up or whatever your parts.
Exactly.
Right? So you need something that gets right through the system quickly, and otherwise there's no place for it to be absorbed possibly. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Exactly. And it's also really great for letting your digestive system relax. So like I know when I was previously on your show, I talked a lot about intermittent fasting. And so that's a way to let your digestive system, kind of relax and let your body repair itself. Well, this just adds another layer onto that because your body doesn't have to work to digest anything. This goes directly into your bloodstream, into your cells, into all of your organs. It just flows and your body doesn't have to do a thing. So your body can just totally relax and just receive. So that's a really nice break for your body.
Especially for all of us over 40, over 50, right? Receive. Receive, sister. Don't work for it. Okay.
Yes.
Jenny France says, Jennifer says, I've only heard of it in the context of partying extremely hard.
Exactly. Yeah. So she's referring to something called a hangover drip, and I do administer hangover drips. That's commonly what they're referred to. They might have a little kind of name like a party drip or something, but that's what it is. It really is to help you recover from drinking too much. And so the technical term for it, if you were in the hospital here with me, we call it actually a banana bag, is what we call it here,
I've
because
heard.
it's yellow, it's bright yellow, and it's from the B vitamins. The B vitamins in there make it, but you get depleted from your B vitamins when you're partying really hard, so that'll be in there. We'll throw some Toradol in there for pain, for a headache, and then we'll also throw in some Zofran for nausea afterwards. So that's all included. And then you get it mixed in all that normal saline, so it rehydrates you. So instead of like chugging Gatorade, you go get yourself some IV hydration and you feel better like right away, immediately.
That's amazing. Well, I love that name, banana bag, but I don't party anymore. So, okay, moving
Yeah,
right along.
not me neither.
But it is the
kind
season, so yeah.
Yeah, tis the season. That's why I talk about it, because all them holiday parties and stuff that people have. So if you do go party too hard for the holiday, go find yourself a hangover drip or some type of party drip, and you'll be just fine. It's great. It will work. It will work totally for you.
Excuse me, I
But
would like the banana bag, please. Okay.
yeah,
All right.
yeah,
So
but it's
let's talk. I don't know if you brought 5 tips for about
I
IV
do.
hydration or how you want to weave it in, but I know you have some good stuff. I know I loved it when you were on before, so this is perfect. Okay, give us number 1. Go ahead.
Yeah. So number 1, I'm going to talk about, and it's something that all the ladies always want to talk about, is our energy levels and our metabolism. So I kind of rolled them together. Yes, I rolled it together into one topic because all of the IV infusions for energy are the same ones that are going to help to boost your metabolism. So, and when I'm talking about boosting metabolism, I'm not talking about weight loss medication. So that's important that I want to say right now. I'm not talking about any type of like Ozempic or Wegovy or anything like that. I'm simply talking about things that naturally boost your metabolism and help your body to run and hum a little bit more efficiently, totally naturally, with vitamins, minerals, and electrolytes. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, and if anybody has questions, they can for sure ask. So, kind of like we said for the drinking, for the hangover drip, it's the B vitamins. And everybody's very familiar with B12. They always associate B12 with energy, but actually all of the B vitamins really help with energy production and energy, synthesizing energy in your cells. It's really great for that. So your B12, your B6, your B5, your B9. Again, why I said have a pen, have a paper to write down, because I'm going to drop some ingredients. Like, you need to be looking for these.
I love it. Like,
Yeah.
we're getting facts and
Yes.
details and receipts here. Okay,
Yes.
go ahead. Write it down.
Yeah. So B12, B6, B5, B9, folic acid, vitamin C, magnesium, amino acids. L-carnitine is also another really great one because it helps to mobilize the fatty acids in your blood. Taurine is a really great one as well. And what did I write? I can't even read my own handwriting.
You must be a doctor. Okay, yeah.
Yes, I got my handwriting today. Yeah, L-arginine, which helps to increase blood flow and improves exercise performance. So all of these are really great for endurance, for building endurance, and for reducing fatigue and helping you recover a lot faster. Because I know a lot of the women that follow you and that are in your audience go, right, we're working out, we're going to the gym, we're being physically active. So these types of energy infusions help you recover a lot faster from your workouts. So those are some things to really look for.
Question.
Yeah, babe.
1, what is taurine? And 2, how frequently should you get this? Is this a weekly regimen, or do I need to go to the get the mobile IV every day? Like, how often?
So I'll start with taurine. So taurine is an amino acid antioxidant. So it helps to work in your muscle cells specifically. And so all of these infusions that I'm talking about, so they're liquids that get put into your bag, that get infused into you. So everything gets mixed together. A typical infusion one of these that I'm kind of talking about here, these last for about 2 to 3 weeks in your system. So what I always recommend is get it going like twice a month for infusions. And you can set yourself up on a really good routine. Like for my clients that I see, I have them go like twice a month to get infusions on a regular basis to really see those results. Because we're more about, right, promoting wellness. We're more about staying healthy here. So by doing it on an ongoing basis like that, it's really good. And a lot of these places have like memberships that you can join, so you can get a little bit of a deal with it. So it's always good to just know. That's why I'm sharing this, so you can know more about it. But twice a month, pretty good. You can do it more frequently if you want, as long as you don't have any history of like heart failure or anything like that. That's something that you would want to avoid. But for the most part, it's pretty safe for everybody to get. So
Awesome.
about
So we
twice a
should
month. You
say
don't have to.
check with your doctor, right? Because you're a doctor, but you're not their doctor.
I'm not
So,
your doctor. Yeah.
so check
Yeah.
with your doctor. Okay, good. All right. So we got
Yeah.
the energy boost.
Yeah.
Make an appointment for that one. Because who doesn't want an energy boost? I mean, that's why I eat
And
well, you know. I
yes.
try to get my nutrients and energy from food. And sometimes you're like, can I get a little topper here? Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely. Because it delivers all of that. And so that's the other thing too, you know, we try to eat as well as we can, right? And again, I think when I was on last time with you, you know, I talked about the micronutrient testing, getting that blood work done to see where there's gaps in your body, because everybody's different. So you might be high and low in things, I might be high and low in some things. So it's about getting that blood work done and seeing where there's gaps at, and then you can go and, you know, formulate, or at least that's what I do with my clients, is, you know, see where there's gaps and then, you know, custom mix some infusions based on their gaps to fill them in. Oh, sorry, I was getting, yeah, to fill it in. But so you can do that for the metabolism, for energy, fighting fatigue. I know that's always a big one. So it really does. It really peps you up. You feel it as soon as it starts going in. You feel it. You can taste it even. So that's another thing to expect. You might taste it in your tongue or in the back of your throat. Some people say it tastes like a multivitamin, like a chewable vitamin. Some people say it tastes like fruits. Some people just have kind of like a salty taste in their mouth. But that's one thing that I always warn people when I start their infusion is, hey, you might start to taste this because it goes immediately into your bloodstream. Your tongue is very vascular, so you'll start to taste it almost immediately. So it is working. It is doing in your body. Yeah.
It's a good way to know it's working. How long does that last, that taste?
Just for a few seconds, and then it goes away.
Then it goes in. Okay. Okay, good. Energy. Got it. Is there a cocktail name for that one? It's not a banana.
I was just gonna say, most of the places have energy. It's called Energy Boost, Energy Infusion, Energy something.
Okay.
That's what you should look for if that's something that you want. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And you know, one thing I'll say with that one too, you want to try to get it earlier in the day. I wouldn't advise going and getting an energy infusion like later in the evening, unless you're going to go out and party. Then that's another thing. But try to get it earlier in the day if you're going to.
Okay, yeah, because you don't want to get a boost of energy and then you can't go to sleep, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it.
So the next one we can talk about is immunity. So immunity boosting, especially with the cold, flu, holiday season, we're around a bunch of people, immunity boosting. And so this is one type of infusion that I always recommend for a lot of my clients who travel a lot. So if you're getting ready to fly, you would want to get one before you leave, just to kind of boost up your immunity before you get on that flight, before you travel. And then I would also advise when you get back home to dose yourself up again, and, you know, hopefully fight off any impending, you know, virus that wants to try to get up in your system. But before and after travel is really well, but especially with this cold flu season, you know, an immunity boosting one. So you're going to want, a lot of times it will just say immunity boosting when you're looking at the menu or looking at what your place has. Some type of immunity boosting, it's going to have vitamin C, zinc, vitamin D, selenium, and B vitamins in it. So those are
Those
going to be
bees are
some.
magical, aren't they? Those bees.
They are, because there's so many of them. There's also like one, two, three, blah, blah, blah. There's so many, but they just play such a vital role in your system. And actually, when we get the B vitamins, it actually comes, it's like all the B vitamins together in one vial. So to say like B vitamin complex. So it has all of them together. Yeah.
Really good. Good,
Yeah.
good.
We can talk about detoxing real quick too while we're talking about immune boosting.
Okay.
So we're going to talk about detoxing. We're going to talk about things that are supporting your kidney and your liver, right?
Mhm.
And so I'm not a huge fan of people doing like the detox teas and all of that stuff. What I focus more on is helping your body to support the organs that naturally detoxify your body, which are your liver and your kidneys. And so
Mhm.
one of the best ways to do that is through IV hydration, because your kidneys need so much fluid anyways to really function properly. And so we want to put things through there that are going to help keep them healthy so that way they can do the job for you.
Work, yeah.
And so things like glutathione, I'm going to talk about glutathione a bunch, but glutathione is a great one because it's like the master antioxidant. That one's a great one. Magnesium, copper, lysine, that helps to inhibit virus replication, and arginine, which helps with wound healing. So those all help with detoxing your body naturally. And again, it's going to have an infusion called Detox, and it'll be right up there for you. And it's an amazing one, amazing one.
Sounds like it has repairing properties as well because of
Mhm.
the healing that you talked about.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. It's really great.
Okay.
Hmm.
Wow. All the
So,
things.
yeah.
On Monday I
It's
had this, and on Tuesday I had that. Don't
I
overdo it though.
I would just, yeah, it's kind of like thinking about just focusing on what you might be dealing with in the moment, because you can always change them up every time you go. Because I have some people that are like that, because there's different types of infusions that you can get, but once a month, or the twice a month is plenty to get those benefits of it, and you can change those up as needed as you go through. But yeah, but there's a lot to choose from. There's a lot out
I
there.
know it's hard to know, and that's one of the things I think is interesting about it is it's a dose, if you will, versus when you take a supplement. Well, how many milligrams should I take? Is it 250? Is it 1,000? Is it 500% of the daily
Mhm.
requirement, which sounds terrifying in a supplement, or a 4,000%? But then what are you comparing it to get that
Mhm.
percentage? It's so confusing. So I do like this idea that it's already scoped out for you.
Yeah, everything's pre-measured and delivered in a certain type of way. And so you know exactly what you're getting into it. And again, you're getting all of it. You're not having to lose part of it in the digestive process. You're getting all of everything that you're wanting to get. So, especially with vitamin C, we do a lot of high dose vitamin C therapy. And so that's really dose specific. And so it's such an amazing way to just really take care of your body in a different way.
So far we've got the party antidote, the banana bag.
Yeah.
We have energy, we have immunity boost, and detox, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And so we're going to talk about skin next, because who doesn't want to have beautiful skin?
Yes.
And I don't even have like any makeup on or anything
Your
like
skin
that.
looks amazing
Um,
though. Look at
yeah,
you
that's what I
glowing over
say.
there.
Like, yeah, so really supporting your inner glow, you can totally do that through IV infusions. That's one of the best things that I like. So you might see something called a bridal drip, because they always like to market it towards brides looking best on their wedding day. So
Mhm.
you might see it called like a bridal drip, or it might be called like a skin drip or a glow drip. These are all infusions that are going to have things to support your skin and the collagen production in your skin as well, to help keep everything nice and supple and soft and keep you hydrated. So these drips are going to have things like zinc, again, for like wound healing and repair, and mostly for like the integrity of your skin, like how it's structured. Lots of vitamin C to help support collagen production. Those vitamin Bs, again, especially biotin, which is B7, niacin, which is B3, pantothenic acid, B5, L-proline, L-lysine. Those are good for collagen and for wound and skin healing. Those are all just natural ways to support your skin, keep them nice and hydrated, plump, and again, it'll say skin, beauty, bridal. It'll say something to that effect. But these are all really great infusions that if your skin is a concern for you or something that you want to focus on, these are really great. I have a lot of my ladies that deal with PCOS or some hormonal skin issues. I have them go get this type of drip. It really does help decrease the inflammation and all of that. It's really great.
Oh, that's really good. I mean, it sounds like a lot of these have cross purposes, right? You can't, I mean, yes, they're targeted, but still you can benefit, body top to bottom with probably everything that you just described.
Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of like thinking of like a multivitamin sort of, right? We take a multivitamin, kind of cover all our bases. Well, for a lot of these infusions, a lot of the different vitamins, cover different areas. And it just depends on like maybe how much is in a certain drip versus another. That kind of changes it up a little bit.
Got it. And can I ask, can
Yeah.
we, overdo it? OD sounds too extreme, but like overdo it on, let's say, the B complex,
Right.
Can we do that, or does our body wash those things out?
So I would say you can always have too much. There can always be too much of a good thing. However, with IV fluids, if we're talking about the fluid, let me start here. If we're talking about the fluid specifically, so the bag that you see hanging of normal saline plain, you can get too much fluid. And so typically we're going to give you about 500 cc's, which is, oh my God, I can't even measure right now, but 500 cc's is kind of the smaller half bag. And then 1,000 cc's is that bigger bag that you see if you're thinking about it. Usually we can give up to 2 liters safely, so 2 of those big bags. We can give those pretty safely in one session, but you really shouldn't get any more than that of fluid. When it comes to things like B vitamins or vitamin C or anything like that, those vitamins are water soluble. So when it comes to a certain point in your body, it will wash those out. You can't really overdo it. So with some of the B vitamins, though, because they really do act on your nerve cells and the conduction in your nerve cells, you can see sometimes a little bit of effects from that. But I do have to say, IV wise versus a pill form, you're less likely to see a reaction with an IV form versus a pill form, because the pill is kind of going to stick in your body for a little bit longer versus the IV. So your body's going to use it a little bit differently when it comes in that IV form, in that liquid form. So, if you go to a good reputable place, they're going to make sure they give you the correct dose of whatever you're going to need. So I wouldn't be too worried about it as long as you're going to a really good place.
Good place. That matters. Okay,
Yes,
good.
it
That's
does.
exciting. I'm a huge fan of B12. So, but I just want to make sure, I'm not mega dosing, but I take it orally. So
Yeah, you'll be totally fine. It takes a lot to overdo it. And like vitamin D is a fat soluble, so that one's a little bit different. It takes a lot to overdo vitamin D, and we're not putting just a bunch of vitamin D in a bag that's going into your body. It's a small dose that's going into a body. So it's a vitamin D we through an injection. We don't do it through the bag. We do it through an injection add-on, because it is fat
because
soluble.
it's fat soluble. I think a lot of people don't know that you should eat something, if you're not doing an IV, but eat something that's got fat in it to help do its thing. I don't know if
Oh,
everyone knows
absolutely.
that. Yeah.
Absolutely. We need that.
Good stuff. Okay. Any more
Yeah.
bags of goodies you got over there, or
So we can talk about, we'll talk really quickly about Muscle and joint pain, because I know a lot of women can
Right.
deal with some muscle and joint pain, especially with some of the hormonal fluctuations.
Right.
Um, but it's kind of the same thing, like vitamin C, B6, B12, those help kind of to decrease inflammation. Magnesium helps to, relax the muscles. L-carnitine is a good amino acid for your muscle cells in general. And the L-citrulline, L-arginine, those are good for blood flow in the muscles as well. And just to help they help repair a lot of the tendons and the ligaments and all of that in your body. So doing an infusion that has some of those ingredients, usually you're going to find those types of ingredients in the high performance drips. Usually they're going to have some type of bro drip, I like to call it. It's really
Road trip.
geared towards the guys,
Yeah.
because they'll have like some picture of like some guy with a six pack, and this is like always how they market it because it's more of like a performance one. But we have like I see a lot of CrossFitters and a lot of athletes and football players and stuff. And so they like this type of infusion. But for women, especially if you're going through menopause and you're finding yourself with achy joints and your muscles are hurting you, this is a really great option for you. And taking that along with some oral collagen, that will really smooth things out for you when it comes to that department.
I love it. This is what I love
Yeah.
about functional medicine. Not everybody gets the whole functional medicine thing, but I really appreciate the approach. There's
Mhm.
more than one way to make ourselves feel better during
Yeah.
menopause and perimenopause when it's really rough. So,
Exactly. And that's what I like to say. I think I talked about it on your show last time is like, taking care of even if you're not in menopause right now, but taking care of yourself right now and getting yourself into like the best shape that you can will help you to like ride through any symptoms that you might have or experience because every woman's different. So some women don't experience anything. Other women, it like makes them feel like they're dying. I only say that because I just talked to somebody earlier today, literally, who, when they started menopause, said they literally thought they were dying because they were hurting so bad, they were so sick, and they couldn't find answers to what was wrong. And it was just that they were going through menopause, but it was very scary for them. So everybody experiences it different, but I'm like, how good a shape can we get you in, and how good a shape can we keep you in,
right.
so that we can get through this to minimize any, disruption in your life or anything like that. So,
I love
yeah.
it. I love it. Love
Yeah.
it.
And I think
Go ahead.
that
Yeah,
one
you have a
that
bonus
one
in
kind
there
of
for
goes,
us? Yeah.
yeah, I was going to say it flows nicely into the next one, which is like just how to alleviate a lot of the menopausal symptoms like hot flashes or mood swings or fatigue, headaches,
Yes.
migraines, low libido, dryness, anywhere like that. Um,
You just
what I
nailed
will
all the.
say,
Oh, we should have
yeah,
started there, Alex. We should have
yeah.
started.
Well, it's like it's
Totally.
kind of like it's hard because I was trying to think of like all the ones, but for all of those. When it comes to the hot flashes, I didn't talk about the brain fog. I could talk so much about this girl, so much.
Well, we'll
When it
come
comes to
come
like,
back and we'll just
yeah,
be focused on brain fog because it's real.
yeah. Well, if you want to, because I was just gonna say, when it comes to like mood swings and stuff like that, and stress and anxiety, I know that's something that a lot of women deal with. Actually, and this is no medication involved, but like just having to sit there to get your infusion is relaxing in itself.
That is
Just, yeah.
100%. Just the act of self going to the
Mhm.
place, sitting there. How long does it take, by the way?
So
Usually,
usually 30 to 45 minutes
that's
for the average infusion.
so it's like meditation time. It's
Exactly.
beautiful, and there's no
Exactly.
like chip scrub like if you're getting a mani or pedi or anything like that.
Right.
It's actually
You can just
beautiful.
you can just lay there and just relax and enjoy, that time that you have. And I try to put people in nice massage chairs and stuff like that and warm blanket and let you fall asleep if you fall asleep, whatever works for you.
I'm going just for that.
Yes,
The warm
yes,
blanket and then now
absolutely.
me.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
it. Well, I know you've got to get back to doing all your magic. Can I just ask you, unless
Yeah.
you, I want to, first of all, we're going to tell people where they can find all your goodness too, but what does menowing well mean to you? What does menopause well mean to you?
Menopause, well, I think what we kind of talked about earlier is just being in that I totally believe you can totally be in the best shape of your life while you're going through this, stage of your life, whatever age you might be at, whenever these changes start to happen to you, you can totally be in the best shape of your life. And there's nothing stopping you if you're not into getting into the best shape. And I think it's just like living your life so happy, so full of joy, having a body that can keep up with your lifestyle, not letting your body impede on your lifestyle and what you want to do. That's actually a huge thing that I'm focusing on kind of going into 2024 in my messaging and in how I talk about things, because it really is, we have this lifestyle, we have this life that we want to lead, things that we want to do. And for so many people, our bodies want to hold us back. But it's like, no, I want to keep going. And I'm here to help women do exactly that. So I think that goes really well with your MenoWell. It's just living life really well and not letting your body hold you back from anything.
I love that. And you're right. I mean, we have our idea, our mindset about what we want to do. This is the best time of our lives. We have generally more time, more money, more wisdom. And then the body may be failing us at a certain point or in a certain way. So making sure that we're bolstering our body from the inside out. That's what a MenoWell bar is about, and nutrient dense IV hydration helps for the inside out to match what's happening in not the brain fog brain, but the manifestation brain, right? Of all the good things we want to do. I love it. Okay, where can people find all of your goodness and magic? And by the way, I love the new photo shoot you did. I think it's so empowering, so sexy, so beautiful. So go find Dr. Alex so you can see her beautiful photos where she's owning her midlife. And so where can we find you and get your magic?
Yeah, well, obviously I'm here on Instagram, pretty much everywhere, Facebook, YouTube. I'm trying to grow my YouTube more this year. So, and LinkedIn, you can find me over on LinkedIn, and just search for my name, Dr. Alexandria Rosa. And if you do find me, send me a message. Just say, hey, I saw you on the MenoWell. I saw you with Julie. You were talking about IV hydration. That's a perfect way to start a conversation, because I like to know who's following and who's watching and what other stuff we could talk about that's going to be helpful for you to get you through this. So yeah, absolutely. Come say hi, friend me, connect with me. I would love that.
And you're so good at engagement too. I love, you're always chatting that up on LinkedIn too. So I love LinkedIn. I think LinkedIn is a great place to have these conversations. So
I'm telling you, I have so many women, and I'm sure that you get that too, that they're like, nobody's talking about this over on LinkedIn, how they should be, or like nobody wants to be real over there about things. And I'm over here like with my photo shoot.
We're doing the thing. Like, hello, real women are in the workplace. Come on.
Yes, exactly.
I love it. Well, thank you for sharing all the goodness. Come back again so we can talk about brain fog or whatever magic you're working on. I know metabolism is another one of your superpowers too. So diving in, but I look forward to having you back. Happy holidays, and thank you for all you do for high achieving, basically all midlife women who who are high achievers and want to be high achieving again.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Dr. Alice. Be well. Take care.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.